Alright, so back a little later on, and as you can see, commandos have engaged the target and have stalled it. While they managed to kill 2 units in the process, which is pretty good, they lost 1, so I'm starting to think I maybe could have got away with only sending one or two commandos. 2 commandos, definitely. So now that it's stalled, it is time to launch it. So we have the first atomic battery up here, C1. Zoom in and make sure we get the right target and line it up. The good thing about taking up here too is we're not going to damage what's down here. So let's line that up. Fire. And it's off. We'll arrive in 23 minutes. So I'll be back in 23 minutes when that is about to hit the target. Now, I hope though that these can get out of range in the meantime, because they are pretty close. It may even be worth putting them on a forced march just to get them out of the way a lot faster. These things have some range to them, so putting them on a forced march for a second is going to be hopefully helpful. Hopefully I get that in the blast radius too. So just for preparations in case we get out of range, I'm going to send and start getting these heading over. I have to send the interceptor because the interceptor is the only one with range. We'll send it just out of range so it's close when it lands. So just while I'm here, I guess I should have a look if there's anything else happening that's developed. Oh, we captured this and we got a little more oil. And yeah, nothing really much else is happening. Let's offload this again. Oh no, 6 more minutes until we can fire again, so let's just get that moving. So there is a fair few amount of troops stationed in that fort, and getting rid of them would be nice. Now in hindsight up here, there were definitely things I could have done about this unit, and I could have maybe won the defensive battle with, I would have been going into it with at the time what was 5 commandos, 3 infantry, 2 anti-tank guns, and 6 anti-air. I may have been able to win the conflict. Commandos are a fair bit better than regular infantry, so it would have actually been a pretty close battle, but that would be taking unnecessary casualties. So by launching this rocket, all that's going to happen is I'm going to lose 2 commandos, a very expensive nuclear device, and he's going to lose 18 troops, which for him is 10% of his forces, if I remember rightly. Yeah, so he's taking a big loss here while I'm losing 0.1%? 10%? Yeah, 0.1% of my forces. Because 3 troops goes into... okay, maybe slightly more. But you get the picture. I'm losing very little, and he's going to lose a lot. Hopefully I get that too, though. So, I'll be back soon with another update. So here we are, 52 seconds before impact. I'm pretty sure our troops have gotten far enough away from the target to be safe, but I'm going to keep them marching just to be sure. Now, I'm actually uncertain whether or not I will kill this group. It will be interesting to see if I actually do it. Despite the fact nuclear rockets have this massive payload, they always seem to underperform. So, statistically speaking, it should wipe it off the map. But from past experiences, that's not always the case. Although I think with a unit of this size, it should definitely take it out. So, let's just see what happens. Be interesting to see too if that is within range of the blast, but I don't think it is. Anyway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, fuck. Don't tell me you got all of that. You gotta be shitting me right now. Well, there's a lesson in that. We weren't far enough away. So, that was meant to give us a massive advantage over our opponent. But if we have a look at the stats now, we lost a lot just then. An absolute lot. So, where are we at the moment? Yep, he definitely took more damage than me. But ultimately, I don't think it was worth it for the amount of casualties I took. At least my food's going to be in the positive next time we come back around. So I'm pretty sure I lost a lot of... Yep, I lost quite a lot of troops there. I'll go back and have a look at the footage. But I definitely lost a lot of troops there. I kind of thought I was a safe distance away too, and it definitely did way more than I expected. Man. I think they may have buffed them a little bit, because I don't remember them having that range. Anyway, guys, so based on that, in the future, when you use nuclear rockets, give yourself a little more space, okay? Learn from my mistake here, guys. Space. Give yourself plenty of it. I wonder if that... that unit definitely didn't take any damage, but man, how many units did I lose there? Oh, 2 commandos, 4 commandos, 5 commandos, 2 railguns. I definitely lost at least 2 artillery, 6 anti-air. Yeah, so I think, well, he definitely took a few more casualties than I did. Oh, I would have liked to have kept those goddamn railguns alive. Now I've only got these ones to rely on. Anyway, so that's the nuclear rocket, guys. And I learned the hard way that you need to give them a little more space than that. But I'll be back later on, tomorrow, with another update. So the next time we get to have fun with nuclear rockets is in 1 day in 14 hours, when this one gets into position down here. The problem is, though, I don't think there's any targets down here worth actually firing one at. So, be interesting. I'm pretty sure I've eliminated all of the major targets in the region, so there's not much more to say.